Welcome back. We have a little bit of a comparison discussion and, mostly a review of this CJRB Lago. Sorry. This is the main one we're going to talk about today. You can see it's a little bit crusty. This is something that a Therapeutic Edge carries and uses quite a bit. But he also loaned me this guy, and I already did a video on this a couple of days ago, but as I was getting ready to do the video on this guy, I kind of pulled them both out, and I think they're a good comparison because they're a little different and they're at the same price point. They're both $50. They're both great budget knives, and it's what is your preference? And that really boils down to a lot of things. For me, I kind of know which one I would pick if I was given a choice. Hey, which one would you carry for the rest of the month or the rest of the week or which one would you like to own? I know which one I would pick, and I'll tell you at the end, but comment down below, which one would you get if you were given that choice? We're not doing a giveaway. Don't get me wrong. But all right, I already talked about that one, so we'll talk about that one in a minute. Let's go through the specs on this guy. 4 5/8 closed, 8 inches overall, 3.47 inch blade, 3.03 cutting edge, rather thin behind the edge at 0.015. The blade thickness is super thin at 0.10. It is ARRPM 9 blade steel, same as this pyrite over here, which, as I mentioned in my other video on the pyrite, is a D2 equivalent steel with a higher corrosive resistance. This one weighs in at 4.4 ounces, and overall thickness is 0.461. Also runs on ceramic bearings, so they both have that in common. Got G10 scales, red pivot collars, different blade shapes for sure, right? Which, again, does that play into... I'm just going to try to wipe this off a little bit better. Does the blade shape play into which one you would like? Let's take a close-up look at this guy. These are great budget knives. You can see this is worn because Peter carries it. And with this kind of textured G10, you're going to see some dirt. Not dirt, but like you just saw that there with my nail. And you can clean that off. But you're going to get some color shift a little bit with the texturing. They both have lanyard holes. Very similar. This one has liners that are milled. They've got milling inside for lightening of it, is what I mean. Similar pocket clips. Let's go ahead and show that. Let me close this one also. We can take a quick look at those. They're very similar pocket clips, made similarly. Both are reversible. All in all, I think they're kind of cool knives. You can definitely Spidey flick this one. You can thumb it, and you can flip it, as well as just use the button lock to deploy it that way as well. So this gives you some additional fidgetability, if that's a word. This one is obviously a little bit bigger. And does size matter to you? Let me know down below. I don't know. I think they're both cool. I think they both have their place. They're both $50. They both have the same steel. They're both button locks. The clear choice for me really has to do more with something that you can't see. If you listen to this guy, I kind of put it right up to the mic and listen to this guy instead. There's a distinct difference. And for me, that makes all the difference in the world. Which one do I prefer better? Is this pyrite, because of the sound. The sound really puts it over the top for me. And it's got steel scales. I don't know that it's really any more robust. It's no more durable. They're very comparable. I normally gravitate towards bigger knives, as we know, anybody that's watched my channel. But something about this one just really kind of sticks with me. I don't know. Would I be happy with it long term and carry it a lot and whatnot? Nah, probably not on either of these. But that's okay. I think they're both cool, and I think they're both great for $50. So, do a couple of quick size comparisons with this guy. Since I already did a video on the pyrite, please go check that out. I'll put a link up in the corner. Here's the Sharpie. Here is the Delica. Another budget knife here is the Kubi. And I did a lot of talking about this recently in a previous video, comparing this to some others in the same price range. It's really, what do you like? Do you want a flipper? This is a really good comparison here. Do you want a Tonto blade or not? Do you want multiple forms of deployment or not? So there's a lot of options out there in the knife world. You just got to look around, and don't judge a book by its cover. Just because it's a budget knife in the $50 price range, these are all in the $50 price range, doesn't mean they're bad. You don't have to jump up into the $300 range to get a good knife. You're paying for materials, you're paying for handmade quality. There's a lot of differences. That's probably a spot for a different video altogether. But today, the CJRB Lago, the CJRB Pyrite, go check them out. I'll put a link to my playlist of my CJRBs in the corner, and have a fantastic day.